Stop the violence. Use your talent. What's up? What's up? What up?
We are back yet again. This is G, aka the Bun G Boss, and we are live from Hollywood and Roscoe's Media Center for the That's What's Up radio show. You are tuned in. I appreciate all of your support, and I appreciate everyone for sharing this information and checking out the website each week, and also, posting the information, liking, comment, and all of the above. Well, in today's show, we have some great power pack information. Of course, I'm an independent entrepreneur, also an author, artist, and the list goes on. But one thing about it, we're talking about publishing a book, and I got an author in today. I actually got like a few authors here. And there's some great friends of mine. We're going to be talking about their books and some of the things that they have going on as entrepreneurs out here in this world, in this society, making a difference, whether if it's self-motivation or if it's, just about religion, or if it's about different things in the community that can help you to grow and be a better person. So, hey, we all have a story. I hope that you're going to share yours as we share ours today. So, again, thanks for tuning in. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. You know how I do it. It's my Reggae Friday. I like to play that music. I'm going to put some of that on. We also got some of the PSAs. Hey, thank you again, and we'll be right back. Check it out. Stay independent. This is what we're going to do.
Independence, go the distance with persistence, be consistent. Independence, go the distance with persistence, be consistent. Take aim, proclaim, state your claim. Stay in the right mind frame, do your thing. It takes strength to stand alone, my brother. Encourage to lean on one another. Even before I write this song, I fall on my knees and pray. Oh, how I thank the Lord for directing me and what to say. I'm asking for clarity and purpose in His will. For my life to stay before I go out and give. It's only by grace that I can live. To go to work so I can pay my bills. So I just release me. Many things for me to do. God will see me through. Many things go to my mind in the presence of the divine. So I just release me. Many things for me to do. God will see me through. Many things go to my mind in the presence of the divine. I'm independent, I'll go the distance. With persistence, I'll be consistent. Independent, I'll go the distance. With persistence, I'll be consistent. Independence, go the distance. With persistence, be consistent. Independence, go the distance. With persistence, be consistent. Better days ahead, I'm staying spirit led. In the word I'm fed, in God I trust I will stay ahead. Promise of a better day, in Jesus' name we pray. Now I'm in my zone, my brother faced death alone. With God I sing this song, we gotta have a strong backbone. Know who set the cornerstone. We all morning growing, drive to make our presence known. Working my fingers straight to the bone, not allow our life to be based on sex alone. Because no man was put on earth for known to be robbed, stop, shot, kill, to be gone. So take heed and live on. No strain on the brain, seen a lot of brothers slang cocaine. Hustle trying to pick your pockets, man. Brothers in the chain gang, even in the clubs, open a bottle of champagne. But I can't complain, sometimes I feel that emotional drain. Hard to explain, no pain, no gain. Another man's lost, well I got a gang. Focus on success, you heard me, just do it. Don't let down your guard and trust in God. Independence, go the distance. With persistence, be consistent. Independence, go the distance. With persistence, be consistent. I'm independent, I'll go the distance. Many things go to my mind in the presence of the divine. Independent, I'll go the distance. Many things go to my mind in the presence of the divine. So I just release me, many things for me to do. God will see me through. Many things go to my mind in the presence of the divine. So I just release me, many things for me to do. God will see me through. Many things go to my mind in the presence of the divine. Take aim, proclaim, state your claim. Stay right, mind frame, do your thing. It takes room to stand alone, my brother. Encourage to lean on one another. Better days ahead, I'm staying spirit led in the word I'm fed. God, I still stay ahead. Promise of a better day. In Jesus' name we pray. I'm asking for clarity and purpose in His will. For my life to stay before I go out and give. It's only by grace that I can live. To go to work so I can pay my bills. Independent, I'll go the distance. With persistence, I'll be consistent. Independent, I'll go the distance. With persistence, I'll be consistent. Independence, go the distance. With persistence, be consistent. Independence, go the distance. With persistence, be consistent. Many things go to my mind in the presence of the divine. Many things go to my mind in the presence of the divine.
Build up the people around you.
No unnecessary violence. One person make a difference, and one person can be you.
And we are back. Yep, that's how we do it. Stop the violence, use your talents. That was me, G, a.k.a. the Bungee Boss. Independence, you know how I do it. Independent artist. And, hey, we out here and we in Hollywood, and this is the That's What's Up radio show. We at Roscoe's Media Center. As I told you, you know, we got, you know, a lot of great things, you know, coming up. I got a book that I'm writing, and I'm part of a mastermind group of some great entrepreneurs and business women that are very, very smart, very intellectual, and they have their own books, and you know they're authors also. So I want to make sure that I brought them in today to sit with me. One is Monique Washington, which we're going to talk with her a little later in the show. But I also have one of my good friends, LaKiss. She's here, and we're going to talk about what she has coming up as her book, and you know some of the motivation and things that you know inspires her. This is Black History Month, so hey, Black lives does matter, and all lives does matter. But you know, by it being, you know, Black History Month, we want to make sure that we do spotlight that. And of course, being a minority myself and bringing in, you know, the women that shows that, hey, we're here, we're leading, and hey, just check the numbers, man. Hey, we're growing. So I want to welcome to the show again, LaKiss. Thank you for, you know, coming in to the show. How you doing?
I'm
Good. Now, I want to make sure I get your audio straight. So how you been? How you been?
Oh, I've been pretty good.
Yeah. So now, like you are an author. Tell us a little bit about that. What makes you, you know, want to get into, you know, writing a book?
Well, honestly, my aunt told me I should write a book. She told me that about maybe 5-7 years ago. I was like, Write a book? I was like, write a book for what? Who am I?
Yeah.
And she was like, because everything you've ever told me that you wanted to do, you've done.
Right.
And I was like, okay, so what is that? Like, that means something? So she was like, yeah, there's a lot of women, a lot of girls who would like to be able to pull on that or draw on that strength of being able to say what you do, say what you're going to do, and then do it. And everyone's not able to always do that. There's always something that knocks them off, moves them to the side.
That's right.
So being able to stay your course is very important. So I was like, oh, okay. So, you know, I started on this journey, and I was like, I started writing, And I thought about the person that I am today comes for the many women that I've come in contact with.
Okay.
Even from being a small child. And I remember I had she was an aunt. Not really an aunt, but an aunt.
Good friend to the family.
Good friend. Well,
Yeah.
what it was is my uncle had a baby with her sister.
Okay.
So through marriage or through life, she was my aunt. And I remember seeing her.
Wow.
And she was fighting with her husband, who she had just recently married.
This sounds like some stop the violence stuff right here.
Yeah, this is a little bit, a lot of different avenues. And I remember her balling her fists up and standing in the middle of the street. They had a powdered blue shirt, powdered blue suit on, and she had her dress on that she was getting married in, and she was fighting him like toe to toe, like knuckles to knuckles, and
Right.
I just remember focusing on her.
It sounded like it was a hood brawl or something, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, and actually my uncle said I would rather have her with me than some of the guys I know. But
Right.
Needless to say, as the story prevailed, he had said something that was kind of vile, and at the time in the 70s, being a lady of the night and a pimp was the thing to do, and
Right.
he was saying how he was going to try his daughter out first. And she was in arms at the time, and she was beating him up, like literally beating him up, knuckling him up. And she said, "Are you crazy? Like, what is wrong with you in your head? How can you even think about having sex with your own child?" So I remember that was very vague.
So it sounds like this is gonna be a little interesting book here.
Yeah,
Now, what's the
yeah.
title? What's the title? You got a title for it?
Yeah, it's called Screw Practicality.
Okay.
How to overcome slave master mentality.
How to overcome slave master mentality.
And you
now,
can
that's the
put that-
subtitle. What was the main title again?
Screw Practicality.
Screw Practicality.
Yeah.
Wow. Now this sounds like it's gonna be something real interesting here.
It has been an interesting,
Especially when you're talking about the shifting in the mindset and so forth and that slave master mentality.
right, and that can come from a lot of different ways, especially with a woman. We have a tendency to become not necessarily slave, but we definitely become under the regime of a man, and
Right.
and as we should, as we should. You know, a woman was birthed from a man. We come from a man's rib, but you got to know which rib you coming from.
Okay.
And at that time, I guess my auntie was like, "I'm not coming from that rib." So you know, that's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be a real good book. I'm looking forward to it. Now, I know one of the times when we met, when we talked, and that was at like one of the we was meeting with our publisher,
Right.
and we learned a lot on making sure that we take the right steps in creating, and we've actually joined a group, a mastermind group, and this is like one of those settings where we're continuing to build on and to put out that information about our product as we as it's being manifested before our very eyes. What makes you feel like it's now time to do that?
Wow.
I know you hit on that a little bit with your aunt and so forth, but what makes that step like right now? Because so many of us say, I got a book, I need to write this book, I need to write this, I need to write that, and I know I got like several of them myself. You know what I'm saying? But what brings you to that point to now is the time?
At this point, I lost my dad in December,
Yeah.
and I really wanted to, I guess, show my success, because people are starting to look at success in the wrong manner. We're viewing it from what you have materialistically, and materialistically is cool, but at the end of the day, it's where your heart is. Where's your heart? Are you right with God? Are you lined up? Are you lined up with community? Are you lined up with family? What are you lined up with? That's where your real riches come from. Have you been able to go on a cruise with your whole family and hang out and have a good time, without money being the main thing? So with that being said, there's so many things happening in the media about Black Lives Matter.
Right.
And just about how our community needs to change. There's so many variables in our community that has our community the way that it is. It's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, as I stated before, my aunt is the one who told me I should. I was like, yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
But as I go through life and as I walk and I talk to people, I've shared, I was a barber for 25 years. That was the first thing that I did, which was hair. That was my first career. I've always did some type of accounting work. I went back to college and got a bachelor's degree in accounting. And then I was a truck driver for 2 years.
No, truck driver. Now that threw me for a loop right there now.
Yeah, I was a truck driver for 2 years. I actually got my license in 2005. After I was an at-home mom.
So you got some stories to tell us about, on the road and the big rigs and going from coast to coast probably.
Yeah, but actually there was really no real stories. I mean, nothing ever happened. But the story that was really interesting is my cousin said, "You're driving a big rig all by yourself. You're not scared." And I'm thinking, scared for what? I got God.
Right.
I mean, like, isn't that what God is for? If you
pull from that strength.
Yeah, like,
that's where you got that source of power from. Yeah.
It said I can do all things through God that strengthens me.
Okay.
So why should anything hold you back? Mm-hmm. Whatever you want, you should be able to accomplish, in spite of whatever you see around you. What you see around you has nothing to do with what your future has to do. Has to be. So that's pretty much my background.
So how do you feel this though? I mean, we're in award season right now. I mean, of course, right down the street, the Oscars, the whole Hollywood Boulevard is shut down, and it's Oscar so white. I mean, there's so many different things going on. Do you feel as though that your book will help take the culture to another level? I mean, what's the target there for you?
Wow, that's a good question.
And when I say that, because when I don't know if it's targeted to young females, because we talked about some of the occurrences with what happened and transpired. You hit on that a little bit, but also it seems like that this is something that will help anyone in the mindset that may be feeling trapped or slaved and so forth. So maybe it will bring some revelation to them to wherein it can move our society to the next level, better than what it was. And that's oftentimes what books does. There's power in that, and I that's what I wanted to know from you. I mean, how do you feel as though your book is going to impact?
My thought process as far as the impact is really just knowing that you can accomplish anything that you want to. You just have to want it bad enough. You have to want it like breath. All the your motivational speakers, they always say you have to have something that's bigger than the money or bigger than just because I want to. It actually has to come like breath. Like breathing. You have to want it as bad as breathing, because there's going to be obstacles. Okay. There's always going to be something that's going to knock you down, push you to the side, and if you got to stay your course. So in my mind, I'm thinking that this book will teach the person to stay their course in spite of. Stay your course and know that you can accomplish it. You just have to want it.
Okay, that giving that some motivation and some stability there that you can stand firm, and you can do all things. And that's one of the sayings that I always say when I get up in the morning. I say I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And not just getting into the in the religious side, but somebody you pulling for something, and whatever source it is that you're pulling from, and hopefully what I'm saying, it is the higher power, and it's helping to make you a better person. And I'm looking forward to seeing the product develop and get a chance to read it, and do more engagements with you as far as speaking and things like that, because I know that we're going to be doing some things over in Beverly Hills coming up, and weeks actually this week coming up. And we're gonna continue to talk. So I want to take a quick break, though. Of course, I gotta give it up for the Florida Star, which my godmother owns this one, and this is the Florida Star newspaper, is one of the oldest African American newspapers in Northeast Florida, and also the Georgia Star, which is in southern Georgia. You can order it online, ships worldwide, and that's one of the things that, you know, as far as, you know, going to the next level and being, you know, a minority business owner and putting forth effort to see accomplishments. You know, I'm seeing this, you know, starting from the point to where in the free press to 68 years of a legacy and continuing on, you know, to educate folk and help bring them to the next level. And it's power in media, is power in reading, and knowledge is power, as they say. So, hey, we're going to take a quick break. Stop the violence, use your talents. You know, this is my Reggae Friday, so of course I got a track for you, and we're going to keep it moving. And we got Monique coming up. We're talking with the kids right now about her book. Hey, don't give up. Just keep it moving. You can do it. You can do it. I believe that, and I know that to be true. So, hey, here we go. We'll be right back.
Stop the violence. Use your talent.
We do have to learn in this nation
by embracing Martin Luther King Jr. and what he stood for.
Be ashamed to die until you've tried to do something to make your community better.
Hey, we're students representing UNF, telling everybody to stop the violence and use your talents.
Somehow, some way.
Yo, this bigger ranking, man. Cool runnings. Stop the violence, use the talent, man. It's going down. This is a real movement, man. Get with it, man, all right?
We will continue to get there.
Be ashamed to die. It can be your community, it may be your city, it may be your state, it may be the nation or the world, but it really doesn't have to be. It can be a victory in our schools, it can be a victory in our neighborhood, it can be a victory in our church, but at the end of the day, be ashamed to die until you want a victory for humanity.
This is Landon's 7th grade basketball team. Stop the violence, use your talents.
Let this be your anthem. Rise up your head.
Yeah. That's how we do it. It's reggae, Florida, Friday. But, we worldwide, so it's just reggae, man. And I like the positive vibes, Don't give up, keep shining, and keep going to the next level. You know what I'm saying? This how we do it. Stop the violence, use your talents. I'm in here, and I'm with, LaKiss, and we're talking about her book. I wanted to get back into it, because the enslavement on an enslaved mentality, what you were talking about in your subtitle, I wanted to, talk more about that because in our generation, I see it, so much. Unfortunately, where I'm from Florida, and, I always talk about that but worldwide, I mean, there's so much incarceration, but in America, we have, unfortunately, a lot of African-American men haven't been through the system. You know what I'm saying? So, how can this help us?
That is a good question. When I say slave master mentality, the slave master mentality can come from a lot of different angles. But you have to keep in mind, our country, this country, United States, was built on slaves, on the backs of slaves. So,
me and the White House was built from slaves, and
just saying,
a lot of different stuff. Yeah,
right. There's a lot of variables that go with that. But what a slave master mentality is basically speaking of barriers. Not knowing or feeling like I can't jump over the barrier. Instead of saying that the glass is half full, you're saying it's half empty. You're always saying it's because of this, it's because of that. There is a variable that we do face as black people in the world, and that is to overcome the barriers of people not liking us, people this, people that. They have all their thoughts about us, but at the end of the day, it all boils down to who are you as an individual.
Right.
What do you stand for as an individual?
Right.
Are you standing for something, or are you falling for anything?
Equality and justice and
my
peace.
My grandmother used to say
harmony.
it all the time.
Yeah.
Are you falling for something? Are you standing for something? So at the end of the day, you have to know how to stand and overcome and step over that barrier. You can't say, oh, they didn't give me a job, but you're standing on the corner drinking a 40 with your pants underneath your butt cheeks. Like, underneath your butt cheeks? That's like, what
I don't want to see that one either.
That don't even make no sense. So at the end of the day, did you fill out the application? Did you go to the job interview? Did you talk to the proper person? Did you network with anybody, or did you just stand on the corner and complain?
Okay.
So the point is of getting over the mentality of just complaining. You're complaining about what? But did you try? Did you go? Did you move? Did you do something, or did you just sit there and complain? So that's really what the slave master mentality is about, is being a slave to negative energy, a slave to not being able to accomplish whatever you want to because of this. Oh, because of this, I'm too fat, I'm too ugly, I'm too skinny, I'm too this, I'm too that. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you are, it just matters, do you want to persevere?
Okay, and go to the next level and know that you can do it. So basically, this is some self-help to help us go to, get out of this rut, get out of this mentality of, I can't do it, or man, it's because of this or that, but, finding the obstacles and finding a way through the story, that you're giving us to go to the next level, to achieve that goal, to, accomplish whatever it is that we set out to do, and I keep breaking it down because I know I'm reaching somebody. All I just say, is just one person, all it takes is one person. I mean, if they get it today, tomorrow, next week, next year, 10 years from now, this video's still going to be out there because, listen, you can look at it as well as you can hear it, whether if you're in your car, your devices, I hope you guys share this powerful information because, listen, we're talking about something that will help you grow, something that will help you be a better person, something that will help you achieve success, and success is whatever you want it to be. I mean, you said it. I'm not saying this is what you got to do. She's not saying that. She's saying you can overcome adversity, and get out of the slave master mind mentality. I'm just, I applaud that, and I applaud the efforts of wanting to, see us grow and go to the next level. And that's one thing that I did, coming up here at Roscoe's Media Center and wherever it is that, I network in my circle to go, to the next level or take my businesses to the next level because, it's very important to continue to stay, useful and, be motivated and continue to hustle each day. You know what I'm saying? Every day that I get up, I know that I'm on the grind because, I'm not going to say, okay, well, it's set up for me to fail. I already know the systems, what was designed, what's set up there, but I'm not going to allow those pitfalls to overtake me, to overshadow me, and give up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I've seen that happen too many times from women to the drugs to going to prison. I mean, I've seen it, man, hands on. My family, I've lost so many individuals because of the streets, because of the things that set up on being warehoused and not getting education. Well, if you got warehoused for many years, did you pour into yourself? You can't say it wasn't a library, or they didn't have the information in the library. Well, did you get one book? Even if you read the Word of God and just read Proverbs every day, I mean that can help. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. So listen, we're gonna take a quick little break one time, go back to some PSAs, stop the violence using talents. We're gonna keep chopping it up. I got Monique coming in, and we'll be right back. I also got some music for you too. Yep, that's how.
Stop the violence. Use your talent.
Why me?
Why me?
Why me? Why me?
Why me? Why me? Why shoot me?
Stop the violence.
Use your talents. Respect is what respect does.
It doesn't matter how many times you fall, it's how you get up that counts.
Stop the violence. Use your talent.
Hi, I'm Matt Shirk, Public Defender.
I'm State Attorney Angela Corey.
In Florida, persons with past felony convictions lose their civil rights.
I want to encourage you to stop the violence and use your talent. Because if you don't, and you commit a crime, a felony, there are several rights that you will lose.
These rights include the right to vote, the right to sit on a jury, and the right to hold a public office.
We're talking about your constitutional rights.
So I want to encourage all of you, stop the violence, use your talent.
It's your rights. Do you know what you're risking?
If you don't stop the violence, is it worth it to lose those rights?
Stop the violence. Use your talent. It's your rights.
Use your talents, y'all.
Let this be your anthem. Yo, let it be your anthem, man. Stop the violence and use your talents every time, you know. Being useful, never giving in. Of course, you know, we're live from Roscoe's Media Center. This is Trinado, That's What's Up radio show. And you've been tuned in and we got LaKist in. Actually, we got Monique Washington, author of Who's Your God. She's en route. She's like right at the tip of it. But, you know, I want to finish up this interview with LaKist. And we're all part of a mastermind group that we're working on, you know, as publishers and authors of, you know, our books and, you know, again, putting those books out, you know, publishing them. So, you know, as we were talking about, you know, your book, LaKist, I mean, there were some things that, you know, I know there's people that have inspired you, you know, people that are your heroes. And I wanted to know, you know, what are some of your influences?
I'm so glad you asked me that. You know, we all have a tendency to keep looking at other people that's not right next to us.
Right.
I had a couple of heroes, or should I say sheroes. I had a cousin who was actually going to school with 2 kids, and she was my shero. And I told her that, and she looked at me. She said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You're my hero. You're going to school, you're going to college, and you got 2 kids. And I ain't got no kids, and I ain't been to college yet." So after maybe a few years later, I ended up going back to college because of her. And it was unbeknownst to her. She was still walking around like, what is she talking about? But I seen her persevere. I seen her get over a lot of obstacles, you know, a failed marriage and 2 kids that she was raising on her own and just trying to figure it out and was going to school all at the same time. And to me, that was like, man, you know what? You all right. I didn't have no kids.
Right.
You know, and I still hadn't been to college. And, you know, I just looked at that, and that was very important to me. And I told her that it was, but, you know, sometimes people don't hear you.
Right.
They even though they right next to you.
Right.
And you tell them, but
they didn't comprehend. They didn't actually pick it up.
Yeah. She was definitely one. And she's not older than me. She's actually younger than me. You know.
Really.
But she was my hero, and I really appreciated her. And just to see her persevere through that. And then I had a great grandmother. She was a woman bookie.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. But
she was taking numbers.
Yeah, she was taking numbers, and
ain't that wrong, man? She's getting a hustle on, though, you know.
And she started. She retired from doing hair.
Right.
And then she was like 60, and she always could call up.
You know what's so
numbers.
funny about it? I think we all have some people in our family that has done that. I know I have.
Yeah.
You know.
And we have a tendency to overlook it, like it doesn't mean nothing.
Right.
But you know, it's not conventional. She's not down at Vegas.
Right.
But at the end of the day, she was making her living. She was taking care of herself. She was independent, and she was a woman. And how often do you hear a woman 60 bookie? You know,
right.
so
I had some family members back in the day. I heard they bought blocks and stores, and by the time I came on, you know, it was like, oh, them your cousins right there. They own this street and these stores right here. What they did? The numbers. It's like, what's the numbers, Daddy?
Numbers.
Yeah, you know.
But you know, we have a tendency as in a black community that we shun on that. You know, a lot of us shun on that, like it's no good, it's horrible. But at the end of the day, it's really what shapes you into being an individual who wants to be an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Because you see someone else, and it's just a matter of taking it to the next level of being an entrepreneur and us pulling together. Because Donald Trump, at the end of the day, he's an idiot, but he's a rich idiot.
Right.
So, I hate to say that, but at the end of the day,
he just may very well be our next president.
Yes, he very
possible.
It's looking it's looking like
shaping up more
every day. It's
I mean,
scary,
it's a bit premature, but I mean, hey, it's the writing's on the wall, though, you know. But hey, I do appreciate you for stopping by and sharing. And of course, we're continuing to stay, in connection and build, our masterpiece and continue to grow and inspire and help other individuals to go to the next level as, we sharpen each other up. So, hey, I appreciate you. We staying persistent, staying consistent. You know how I do it, Mr. Independent. This is Drenado. Hey, we're going to take a quick little break. I'm coming back with Monique, and we'll be right back, okay? Peace out.
Stop the violence. Use your talent. Stop the violence. Use your talent.
One of the most beautiful things in life is to be able to spend time with your loved ones. I lost a brother due to violence. Working as a musician, using his talent. Stop the violence and use your talent.
Use your talent, y'all.
Let this be your anthem. Yep. Hey, and this is actually the anniversary of Stop the Violence, Use Your Talents. This, marks, the day that, or the week that, I lost, one of the individuals in my family was my brother and my artist, business partner and so forth. So this is one of his tracks. This is my brother, Thomas Eugene Abrams Jr., a.k.a. Psycho Versatile, and this is one of his tracks, Wake Me Up. Check it out.
In this dreaming, this is the way of life. Struggling to keep my cream without losing my life. Teach my seed it's a better way. With all the greed, boy, take heed. And in this trouble in this world, keep your head up. And in them books, don't be stunting them girls. It all come to you in good time in the right season. Ain't no sense of being in the rush to hit them fast girls teasing. It's all pleasing to the eye, but the taste don't only last but nothing but a few seconds. If I am gonna wake up from this nightmare stressing, I think not. I gotta struggle, I gotta die. Beat the maker in the sky. I've been living the lie, can't even look him in the eye. How can I make my species understand my mind and confusion? If the game ain't meant, you'll end up losing. I'm trying to be all I can be in this competition of different races, niggas. Gotta wake up, gotta wake up. I gotta wake up, gotta wake up. I gotta wake up, I gotta wake up. Wake me up. I gotta wake up, I gotta wake up. Wake me up. I gotta wake up, I gotta wake up. Wake me up. I gotta wake up, I gotta wake up. Wake me up. I gotta wake up, I gotta wake up. Wake me up. I gotta wake up, I gotta wake up. Wake me up. The dream is a nightmare. It's getting to the point where I just don't care. It's something that I can't control. I'm waiting on my date to go on parole. Being institutionalized in this time is old. Yes, it's time for change. To my niggas in the good, this might sound strange, but I switched up from running the streets behind change. True enough, hustling turned into something major. Business being handled by cell phones and pages. Money ain't nothing but a thing. Don't forget the percentage of the blacks in the chain gang. I ain't gon' cry, mama, it's all in the game. This all gon' change, no pain, no gain. All these years, I ain't no much change. I fell in the same trap again and again. I'ma hold it down for the ones that fell by the wayside. Stay 100% in this music to be on the safe side. Ain't now nigga gon' run me from the east side. Niggas gotta wake up, gotta wake up. I gotta wake up, gotta wake up. I gotta wake up, I gotta wake up. Wake me up. I gotta wake up, I gotta wake up. Wake me up. I gotta wake up, I gotta wake up. Wake me up. I gotta wake up, I gotta wake up. Wake me up. I gotta wake up, I gotta wake up. Wake me up. I gotta wake up, I gotta wake up. to the nitty gritty. Players giving me dap, just the type of hustler going ahead of life. It's for you, niggas. Yeah. Wake me up out of this nightmare. I'm sleepwalking. Wake me up. I don't know what's going on. Wake me up. Selling these drugs, getting high. Let my mind time pass by. Don't know the reason why. Gotta wake up. My life. Gotta wake up. Gotta wake up. Living this shit. Gotta wake up. Gotta wake up every day.
Stop the violence.
Stop.
We shall overcome.
Young people, stop the violence.
La juventud es nuestro futuro.
Stop the violence and help kids around your school. Get involved and stand up for yourself.
Don't be ashamed. Don't hide it. Let it out.
Use your talents, please.
For something that is created and that you will be blessed with.
Use your talent.
Use them.
Use your talents, man. That was my brother, a.k.a. Psycho Versatile. And, listen, man. That was the inspiration to me to be able to record that going through the midst of, all of the trials and tribulations that I seen him. Like I always tell people, I listen to Pac, I like Pac, but I had my own living Pac. I lived with him, you know what I mean? So, it was a trip. But anyway, it was a blessing also because it helped, propel me to the next level to be able to, help people, worldwide. And that's what we're doing. And as we are at Roscoe's Media Center Live here, Hollywood, That's What's Up radio show. Of course, I got my author friends with me today, and, we're growing to the next level. So, I want to welcome Monique Washington, author of, Who's Your God? Hello, Monique. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's good you made it. I know it's a lot of traffic here in Hollywood. It's Los Angeles. And not only that, it's award. It's one of the biggest days, biggest weeks, with the Oscars and so forth. The traffic is a trip. But, you're here and you made it. So, again, thank you. And, so tell us, I see you got, your products up there. I know you're an entrepreneur, you're an independent, business owner. And, you are an author of, I know the book that you gave me, which is Who's Your God. Tell us about that.
Well, I'm first of all, I'm blessed to be here. All praise to God and glory to God. I'm here safely, so that's
yes.
important. My book, Who's Your God, is basically a self-help book, inspirational book. The subtitle is basically sharing with us to not put our things before God. So it's a simple guide to help you avoid making a God out of your possessions. And we all like nice things, right?
Right. Yes, that's good. So I see also you have something, I know the energetic looks like, I know that may be a product or something, that you are investing in. I can't help but, see that. Are we going to get into the book more? Because I have the book and I want to learn, so people like, who's your God,
Exactly.
So what are we going to be asking ourselves? And what made you want to write, and come up with that particular title?
That's a great question, Gene. First and foremost, I was a college athlete, blessed to be a student athlete, and my passion after graduating was to write a book for, and it still is, college students.
Okay.
When I was working corporate America in 2010, July, I was writing the book, and something came to me. That something was God, the Holy Spirit said, write my book first. And that voice came to me again plainly and clearly. And so when I was writing the book that I'm still writing for the student athletes, it took a lot of diligence and thinking and writing, but this just came to me. I saw the title, Who's Your God, came to me very easily. The subtitle, A Simple Guide to Help You Avoid Making a God Out of Your Possessions, came to me easily.
Right.
The bricks falling from the sky with all of our vices that could be a vice.
So what's the meaning? What am I going to get out of it?
Oh, what you're going to get out of it is awesomeness. First of all, I shortened the book. It's only 106 pages. What you're going to get out of it is realization that one thing I have in the book, when you go to a funeral, and we've all been to them, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, homegoing funeral. I don't like funerals too much,
I don't like them either. And you see a hearse, okay?
Right.
Have you ever seen, a U-Haul truck moving their things behind the hearse?
I've seen some artists talk about doing something like that, but I haven't actually saw it. I've seen it in some videos,
Exactly. So, but if it does exist, they can't take it with you.
Right.
Even if it fit in the coffin, you still can't take it with you. So with that said, basically reminding us all the things you have, they're from God above. The things you have is because of God.
Right.
So acknowledge Him and give and spread roses and love while people are here.
Right.
Don't just wait till their funeral.
Right.
And the things that we have that are good possessions, thank God for them, because He wants us to have heaven on earth. But don't make your earthly possessions before Him. But it's your choice.
Okay.
So I'm just reminding you, asking you, who's your God? It could be either of the things, these bricks you see on here. Who's your God? It could be your status. It could be, your car. It could be alcohol. It could be anything. It could be any vice, food.
So what are you making president in your life, basically? Or making the head of your life?
And it's reminding you, if you want to get really to the book, one of my favorite Bible scriptures is Matthew 6:33. In the Holy Bible, King James Version, it says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness.
Yes.
And all these things shall be added unto you."
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's just reminding us that scripture. Put Him first. Put God first.
Let me ask you, with the things that you have going on, how did you maintain to come to the point of the book is pressed up? Because of course I'm in process right now, and I got a few books that we're working on.
Yes.
And you're a motivation to us, in our group. Okay. So now, how did you manifest that? I mean,
well, it manifests with work.
Okay.
Work and time. When you're an author, when you're a writer, it takes time to quiet everything else in the outside world.
Yeah.
So TV, cell phone, whatever your extracurricular activities are, mine is the gym, etc. Whatever it is a quiet down for a little bit until you complete the process. And
okay.
A lot of us have books, like all of you in here have been saying, me too, want to write a book. It's like giving birth to a child, whether you're a man or female. And so that birth is in you, but how are you going to bring it out? So I prayed first and asked God, bless me and teach me. At the time, I was working full-time, to answer your question really quick, and I was also a speaker. I was a not full-time, but I was a speaker. I'm not paid speaker at the time, but a speaker, and I would go to a lot of different events.
Right.
And a lot of authors would be there, and they knew I was an aspiring author and a writer. I wrote for newspapers, magazines, and they would always say, we'll help you with your book.
Okay.
And not one of them sat down with me. So I sat down and did my homework, and it took 2 years to learn the process from A to Z, and I published my own book.
So you just didn't do it in 40 hours or a month or 6 months, but it took some time and through the process of what you were doing. But that's what Lakeis was talking about. It was setting that goal and accomplishing, and that's something that
yes.
One of the pillars of what I always talk about here is being useful. And the useful part is putting in that effort, that work. Of course, it says by without our works, faith state, you got to have, some works. You got to put something in, to believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
But the process now to help you out, G, and other authors out there, I've been blessed to help 7 other authors publish their book with information I share. So basically, the time that it took me 2 years of research and learning to self-publish my own book, from A to Z, from everything from illustration to editing to it's now an easier process. It's a much easier process. So if you have the manuscript ready, meaning the content that you've written ready, it can take a matter of days, if that. So just finishing the manuscript is your part, unless you have a ghostwriter. But I did everything from inception myself.
Oh yeah, we deal with the ghostwriters as artists.
Yeah, but I didn't have a ghostwriter. I actually wrote myself. I wrote everything, edited. But if you have that you have that option if you want.
Right. So it's there. It's there.
Exactly, it's there.
So let me ask, I know you are an entrepreneur, and I did catch the fact that you self-publish your book for those that didn't catch that, so you can publish your own book. And she it took her time to figure it out, and she put in the effort to want to accomplish this goal, and that's what she's doing, and she did, and she's helping others to continue to do, and I'm one of those individuals that's in process now of a few books that I'm working on. So hey, I appreciate that. So like, what else as an entrepreneur? I noticed that you're doing something with water too. You have a business there.
Yes, I do. But before I get into the Kangen water, I want to elaborate a little bit on my second book, the book I'm working on right now.
Oh, there's another book?
Yes,
okay.
This book has been published for 3 years.
Oh, wow.
So I've been an author now for 3 years, a writer for over 20 years, a professional writer for about 2 years.
Oh, congratulations.
3 years. Thank you. So my new book coming out in the next few months will be called Health Restored, reminding us our body can heal itself with our lifestyle. That kind of segues to the Kangen water, which is another inspiration. The Kangen water basically is a smaller water to drink. The waters that we drink and regular water bottles are bigger waters, meaning they don't hydrate our body. And Kangen water hydrates our body at a cellular level.
Okay.
So you're getting all the nutrients you need right away. And it's amazing. It's a Japanese technology that's been around this world for over 40 years. It's just hit the U.S. soil about 10 years.
Okay.
And it will change your life. Change your water, change your life's the motto.
Oh, wow.
It's
wow.
true.
So I got to try some of that out.
Yes.
So, like, let me ask, how can we, order the book for the people that, would like to? I'll put a link down at the bottom. So if you guys are looking at the replays, you can click on the link and it'll get you to it. But you can tell us, on air now, where, individuals can follow you and find more product about, what you're selling.
Of course, if everyone get their pen handy, because I have a long name and website, the book can actually be found online on Amazon.com. Just type in my name, Monique Washington. It's spelled M-O-N-I-Q-U-E. Last name Washington, and type in Who's Your God, and you can purchase the book there. And you have shipping, etc. If you live here locally, I'm always here locally. You can just email me and meet with me, and I can get you a copy. With tax-free and shipping, no shipping costs. My email is info, I-N-F-O, like information, I-N-F-O, MoniqueWashington.com. That's I-N-F-O at M-O-N-I-Q-U-E WASHINGTON.com. Info at MoniqueWashington.com. Email me or instant message me on Facebook, Twitter. Mostly on Facebook versus Twitter and Instagram, but my Instagram and Facebook and Twitter name is Monique, M-O-N-I-Q-U-E. Monique Inspires, because I'm an inspirational speaker. So
I hear
Monique Inspires.
Okay, Monique does inspire. I can truly tell you that, and she's inspiring me. And I want to thank you for coming in. And
glad to be here.
Yeah, we're gonna have you back and talk about that other book. Yeah. Once that's ready. And I also want to thank my other guest, LaKiss, for coming in. She's also an author, and I want you to leave some information with us so people can connect with you. So go ahead.
I'm on Facebook. I'm under LaKiss Pugh. And you can also reach me at lakisscarter@gmail.com.
Okay, and you can check out the links, below if you're looking at the replays, and share this information. Any of the clips, any of the things, you guys feel free to share it, like it, comment on it, and check out some of the other shows. And if you are interested in being on the show, then give me a call, give me a holler, text, email, DM, whatever, is there. Social media, from IG to Twitter to Facebook to LinkedIn. Connect the dots. That's what we do. Connect the dots. Draw your picture and continue to be useful and spread the word. You can do it, okay? So until next week, we'll be back. Stop the violence and use your talents. Now that's what's up. Peace out.
Stop the violence. Use your talent. What's up?
María.